Then she dropped her bag, stepped forward, and kissed him. The first time Rin saw Kaido, he was sitting alone at the small cafe across the street. Suit jacket folded neatly beside him, coffee gone cold, eyes fixed on something far away. He looked like someone who lived inside his thoughts more than the world. Rin, on the other hand, was late. Always late. Her skirt fluttered as she rushed into the cafe, top slightly untucked from the chaos of her morning. She nearly tripped, caught herself on a chair, and laughed it off as if the universe existed to keep her entertained. Their eyes met for a second, his calm and unreadable, hers bright and careless. Then she smiled, the kind of smile that makes strangers remember you for no reason. She didn't know that tiny moment would start something that would change both of them. Every morning after that, Ren would stop by the same cafe before heading to her design studio. And every morning, Kaido would already be there. Same seat, same black coffee, same quiet presence. Sometimes they exchanged polite nods, sometimes small talk about the weather. But soon, small talk turned into quiet laughter, and quiet laughter turned into shared moments, like her sketching random doodles on napkins while he read through documents. He once said, "You draw even when you're bored." She replied, "And you read even when you're not interested." He looked up at her for the first time, smiled, and said softly, "Maybe I'm starting to be." One evening, Rin came rushing into the cafe, rain dripping from her hair. She looked like she had run through a storm. "You're drenched," Kaido said, handing her a napkin. She laughed breathlessly. "It's just water. Besides, I like when the city smells like rain." There was a pause, that quiet kind of pause, where both know something has shifted. The world slowed down, and all he could see was her eyes, shining brighter than the streetlights outside. From that night, the cafe wasn't just a cafe anymore. It became their place, the quiet pause between their different worlds. A few weeks later, she found him waiting near the train station. "You're early," she teased. He shrugged, adjusting his tie. "You're usually late. Maybe I wanted to surprise you." They stood by the tracks, the world rushing past in flashes of wind and noise. Rin leaned close, her skirt fluttering with the motion of the passing train. She said, "Do you ever feel that we're all just waiting for the right moment?" He smiled. "Sometimes the moment waits for us." She blinked, then laughed softly. "You say things that sound like they should be framed." He didn't say anything, just looked at her, really looked. And for a heartbeat, she forgot about everything else. Weeks turned into months. Their lives tangled quietly, shared coffees, shared walks, shared silences. One night, she called him up to the rooftop of her building. The sky stretched wide and gray, the city hummed below them faint but alive. "I draw up here," she said, sketchbook resting on her lap. "It feels like the only place where the world makes sense." He sat beside her, his suit jacket over his shoulders. "So this is where you disappeared to." Rin smiled. "You notice when I'm gone?" He looked at her gently. "Every time." The words lingered between them like the air before a storm. She turned to face him, hair brushing across her face, eyes soft. "You're terrible at pretending you don't care. And you're terrible at hiding when you do." She laughed quietly, then looked at him again, really looked, and leaned in just slightly. The distance between them felt fragile, delicate, perfect. But she stopped. "Maybe not tonight." Kaido nodded, eyes never leaving hers. "Then tomorrow." Tomorrow came, and she wasn't there. The cafe seat was empty. No messages, no call, just silence. For 3 days, Kaido went to the same spot, same time, waiting. On the 4th day, as he sat under the awning, paper brushed against his shoe. He picked it up. On it, a quick, messy drawing. 2 figures sitting under the same umbrella, laughing in the rain. At the bottom, written in her handwriting, "I'm at the station. If you want coffee again, you'll have to come find me." He ran. The city blurred past, footsteps echoing through puddles. When he reached the station, the last train was about to leave. And there she was, standing by the door, hair tied loosely, skirt brushing against her knees, holding a small bag of sketches. She looked surprised, then smiled that same bright smile. "You found me!" He was breathless. "You said to." She didn't think you'd actually run through the rain again. He stepped closer. "You should have known by now. I'm terrible at waiting." She stared at him for a moment, eyes soft, lips trembling with something halfway between laughter and something else. Then she dropped her bag, stepped forward, and kissed him. Not dramatic, not cinematic, just real. The train doors chimed behind them, but neither moved. Later that night, back at the rooftop, she handed him her finished sketch. Black and white lines of the cafe, the train station, and two figures beneath a shared umbrella. At the corner, she'd written, "When the Sky Waited." He smiled. "That's what this was?" She nodded. "You waited for me. The sky did too." He looked up, the stars faint, the air still, and said softly, "Then let's not make it wait anymore." That night, the city lights blurred like silver streaks behind them, and the world felt small, quiet, and whole. No rain, no missed trains, no empty seats. Just two people, finally standing still under the same sky. And for the first time, neither was waiting.